All right. Want to say Kal Halal Yamla, Abanawa Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Harakakodash, double honors to the apostles, was a Kwanyam of Great Millstone who rule well, and Shalom to the Sensei brethren, Akim out there across the four winds, four corners of the globe, pushing this truth, this good news of Yahweh Shai, proclaiming salvation to the elect of Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and proclaiming the downfall of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the so-called Caucasian man, and his wicked and evil empire. Hey, so basically, man, it's gonna be a spiritual meditation, man. You know what I mean? Spiritual running, spiritual meditations, flowing in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So this is the book of John, chapter 14, verse 27. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give unto you. So this is Yahweh Shai, man. Talking to who? His disciples, man. His peoples, man. You understand? And this applies to us, man. You understand? This applies to us to this day, man. We have peace. We have peace in Yahweh Shai, man. You understand? We have solace in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. My peace I give unto you, not as the world give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Because the world give you a false sense of peace, man. You know what I mean? They tell you money, riches, fame, glory in this world brings you peace. Nah, man. It just brings you more trouble in the flesh, man. It brings you more enmity with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. But the peace in Yahweh Shai, hey, that's righteousness, man. Because what? Yahweh Shai is perfection in the laws of the Most High, man. In the faith of the Most High. You know what I mean? Yahweh Shai is the spitting image of how to live, man. You understand? So that's peace, man. And that brings peace, man. Because why? You are one with the Most High. You understand? So let not your heart be troubled. So let not your mind be troubled, man. You understand? We have troubles in the flesh, but hey, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Harakakodash, be able to overcome it. You know what I mean? Through the spiritual meditation on the Most High, man, on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. On the kingdom. We spiritually meditate on these stuff. On ruling the world. You know what I mean? We spiritually meditate on these stuff. You understand? Neither let it be afraid. So that spirit of fear, you know what I mean? We conquered it through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. The fear of death. The fear of persecution. You know what I mean? Through the spirit, we're in the process of conquering it, man. You understand? Ye have heard, ye have heard now, I said unto you, I go away and come again unto you. If ye loved me, you will rejoice, because I said I go unto the Father, for my Father is greater than I. So Yahweh Shai return to the Most High, man. Until what? He is to come again in great power to deliver salvation to the elect of Israel and to deliver a death blow to Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. You understand? And that's what we're waiting for. That's what we're anticipating. That's what we spiritually meditate day in and day out about. You understand? The kingdom of Yahweh Shai, man. The glorious kingdom of the Most High, Yahweh Shai, man. You understand? And we can't wait, man. Can't wait. We're anticipating and we can't wait. You understand? Because we know what? It's gonna be beyond measure, man. It's gonna be beyond great. This is the book, verse 29. And now I have told you before it come to pass, that when it come to pass, you might believe. See Yahweh Shai told us of these things aforetime, and what we seeing them come to pass right now as we speak, man. You understand? The wars and rumors of wars, the days being shortened. You know what I mean? Esau, Edom coming in, man, as a flood, man. All of these things, we see it happening, and we see it we see the foreshadowing of it. You understand? Hey, after I will not talk much with you, for the prince of this world come in and had nothing in me. So the prince of this world, who is Esau, Edom, and the devil, man. You know what I mean? And he had his time to rule, man. You know what I mean? He's ruling right now, but we are the bitter end of his rule, man. And we spiritually meditate on the end of Esau Edom's rule, man. Every day in and day out, we meditate upon what the scriptures, man. Upon these end time scriptures, upon the kingdom scriptures. Because we know, hey, this is it. You understand? This is what we've been waiting for. You understand? This is the book of James, chapter 4, verse 4. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, talking about spiritually, you know what I mean, worshiping other gods, philosophies, ideologies. Know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? Come. So you believe in this world, you believe in Esau, Edom, his way of life. You know what I mean? 2 man, 2 women together. It's okay for men and women to commit adultery, to eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. It's okay for all these things. Hey, you are a friend of this world, so what? You are enmity, you are enemy of the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And we spiritually meditate on these things, man. You don't want to be an enemy of the Most High, man. You understand? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of the Most High. So you don't want to be on that hit list, man. Because that enemy list is a hit list, man. And that's the last list that you want to be on, man. You understand? That's the last place you want to be. Because that's assured destruction. And we meditate on these things, man. We meditate on not being on the wrong side of the Most High, man. You understand? This is what's going to happen to the enemies of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. This is Luke chapter 19, verse 27. But those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. So all the enemies of the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is going to be slain, man. You understand? It's going to be slain, man, and destroyed. and that's scripture, man. And we meditate on these stuff, man. You know what I mean? We hold our meds and all these things, man. A spiritual meditation, man. Understanding it, man. You understand? Understanding the meanings of these things, man. This is the book of 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 6. The Lord kill it and make it alive. He bring it down to the grave and bring it up. Come. And this is one of the main precepts brothers always say, man. Because we understand, hey, death and life and death is in the hands of the Most High, man. You understand? And he control all these things, man. Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? So the Most High goings is of the Lord. Salakia. Man's goings are of the Most High, man. You understand? Is of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. How can a man then understand his own way? How can you then understand? Hey, when you understand it, when you hold a spiritual meditation and then you realize that, hey, man, you're not in control. The Most High is in control, man. He determines what's going to happen and what's not going to happen. You understand? And we understand that. That's why, hey, we seeking to keep on a spiritual path, man. The path of salvation, man. You understand? We understand that what? John chapter 4, verse 22. Ye worship, this is Yahweh Shai talking to the Samaritan woman, man. Let's start at verse 21. Yahweh Shai said unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father. Why? Because we understand, man, that she's a heathen, a heathenistic woman. Ye worship that was an imposter taking on the identity of a authentic Israelite. Ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. Kind of, we spiritually understand, man, that what? Salvation is for the 12 tribes of Israel. James 1:1. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshippers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. And this is what we're waiting for, man. You understand? To fully worship the Most High, man. Fully keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Fully, you know what I mean? Ingrain ourselves in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man, in the perfection of the Most High. For the Father seeketh such to worship Him. So the Father seeketh perfection, man. We cry perfection, man. But we're gonna get that perfection. We in that transition period of getting that perfection by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem HaRekakodash. You understand? Yahweh, the Most High, is a spirit, and they that worship Him must worship Him in spirit and in truth. In spirit and in truth, man. And how you do that? Through the scriptures, man. Through understanding these scriptures, man. You know what I mean? Spiritually understanding these scriptures, man. You understand? Because this is a spiritual thing, man. This is not a carnal, fleshly thing. Nah, this is a spiritual vibration, man. You understand? And you have to be on that spiritual vibration of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know what I mean? In order to fully grasp this thing, man. The scriptures, man. The word, man. To see the salvation that is to come, man. This is a spiritual thing. You have to be a spiritual visionary to see that what? The kingdom is nigh, man. To see what? We are at the end of this world, man. And the beginning of a new one of Yahushai's world to follow, man. You understand? Hey, so with that, I want to say Kala Lal Yamla Abanawa Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Harakakodash. The bananas to the apostles was a Quanium, and shalom to the elect of Israel. Shalom.